Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Pitt Panthers offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man! And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed behind the line, it's Robbins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Using his legs, it's Robbins. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3, it's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's all red. Here's a heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, you talk about starting a game in style. You dream about getting to the quarterback and getting sacks. How about this? Back-to-back sacks for that young man on 2 plays. That is a dream start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all three phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty. It's not fun. But let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
They boot it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Off play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Back to pass. It's all red. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Sends it back in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Stockton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Cavaliers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete on the comeback. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
Off the play fake. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Virginia. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Louisville.
Power football with the run.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Clements. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking for a gap. It's Robbins. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give from the gun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Allred. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working that left side. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Cavaliers are on the move. Quick strike complete. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying play action. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Quickly out to the tight end. On his feet at the 40. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield, it's all red. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. It's Dallas. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's off. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Floats it out in space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's all red. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that pass is caught at the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Wants to keep it in the air. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Caught in the backfield, it's Ortega. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shaw. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Pitt pushing the pace. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Grab near the marker. It's Shaw. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's all red. He's got it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Spins it out to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
And the Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Going to the run to start this second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's all red. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Clements. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Clements. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Dropping back, it's Allred. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Louisville.
They're going to throw it to start the drive.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The inside handoff. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ortega. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to throw. It's Allred. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So the final period starts with a second down play. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Beebe. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's second and long. Just keep slinging it. He's moving out of the pocket. Knocked down for the tackle. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll move the tight end. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Gets the back moving. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Allred. He's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on first down from the 40. To the air on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle at Stockton. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cavaliers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Steamrolls his way ahead. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. He's got him this time. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Surging forward on the sneak. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. To the air, it's Allred. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. makes the grab on third. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Dead center perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. On target over the middle. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes